Over a week, Frank Baine Mayanja was among several officers who were promoted, rising to the rank of Senior Commissioner of Prisons. He also retained his position as spokesperson of Uganda Prison Service. Baine tells us that he joined the service in 1996 as a cadet, later passing out as an assistant superintendent of prisons. He was deployed to several prisons including Chigo in Wakiso, Kotido and Bufulubi Farm Prison in Mayuge. After this, he was promoted to become spokesperson of the Uganda Prisons Service in 2008, a position for which he had no expertise or training, being forced to learn on the job.
Then I remember I went to Arstock, I bought a book, Contemporary Public Relations in a Contemporary World. It was 572 pages. The first 2 weeks was to sit down and read it from cover to cover, like a novel.
In the beginning, he drew inspiration from present Army counterpart, Brigadier Felix Kuraije, and the two enjoy a good relationship.
More often than not, I was always trying to observe what Kuraije was doing. Although I used to enjoy the debates with Zoantarza before Kuraije came in. I used to enjoy those debates, but I now put my best set as Kuraije because he was very smart, and I think he's still smart. So that's how I started slowly, until eventually I joined the public speaking domain.
Over the years, he has registered success in the position, with the office having presented several challenges, including that of improving the tainted image of the prison service.
Sometimes when a journalist calls me and I'm not ready, I will say, let me consult and get back to you. I make sure I get back. I would rather not say anything when I'm not ready than want to cover time. And you know, you journalists, every time you ask, you say, tell me, because I am running to the studio.
His biggest opportunity has been to train several officers in customer care, which he says has helped in improving the relationship between the prisoner keepers and the public.
But one of the reasons that took me to customer care is to remind my officers that, please, the other things you used to start kicking prisoners, whether they are on the road, in the middle of the road or court, must stop, because wherever you see, we have unprofessional journalists doing the work. And the moment the picture has gone viral, you cannot change it. You just can't.
Despite 15 years on the job, Baine says he finds that the office is not without its challenges.
The biggest challenge is you don't know who to satisfy and when, because what is good for government is not good for opposition. What is good for opposition may not be good for the appointing authorities.
Baine is especially sensitive to information passed out about the service, as it has the potential to put his position in jeopardy, especially during crisis times.
Fortunately, the mistakes I made by then, the government, His Excellency, my appointing authority, the minister, they all understood and forgave me. But it was a big blunder which I made. Now, when I look at this latest one of the escape in Moroto, it was a heavy one. But fortunately, the appointing authority was with me. We managed it slowly by slowly.
However, on the upside, his office has provided him the opportunity of being the master of ceremonies at national events, a position he occasionally shares with Brigadier Kuraije.
I think I'm the first prisons officer to become part of the emceeing on national functions. And I think don't simply pick on anybody that you come and talk on the national functions. That means there is value they have attached to you.
Last week, Prison Service underwent several structure changes, which Baine says are planned to improve service delivery. The changes have seen the appointment of 5 officers at the rank of Assistant Commissioner General of Prisons, who are responsible for directorates. These directorates include the one for Corporate Affairs and Cooperation, which is headed by Dr. George Moge. However, as Deputy Director to Dr. Moge, Baine will retain his position as Service Spokesperson.
Cooperation and Corporate Affairs, it's headed by an Assistant Commissioner General. So it means now, me that I'm a Senior Commissioner of Prisons, I still have one ladder to move up to be on top of this Corporate and Corporation Affairs Directorate.
Looking back at his time as spokesperson, Baine says he sleeps a happy man, aware that he has trained several officers who are competent to take over from him. Juma Kiirya, NTV.